Okay. Okay. Okay, on period. You guys make sure that you guys are sharing this live, liking this video, subscribe with all your notifications turned on. It's the official King Pain, y'all, and we got another exclusive. We've got another exclusive. Hashtag exclusive. Hashtag exclusive. Share this video, like this video, subscribe, and drop some crowns in the comments when you're through. It's up and it's stuck directly after these commercial breaks.
My mom said I need to do something with my hair, otherwise I gotta get it all cut off.
We booked an appointment at Style Kings at the barbershop. Let's go.
Do you want fabulous hair? Are you looking for a product strong enough to tame your 4C hair?
Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom, you don't have no more leave-in conditioner?
Give me that. I know you did not use my Style King leave-in conditioner.
Are you looking to knock the dust off them dreads? For a product that will rejuvenate and strengthen your hair, increase hair growth and shine, and smells great? Well, then you're in the right place. For the long, beautiful, healthy hair you deserve, choose Style King. Perfect on all hair types. Available online at theofficialkingpain.net. Get you some style today. Oh, and your mom called says she needs some more conditioner. And did you guys share this live? Did you guys share this motherfucking live? Make sure that you guys are sharing this video. Make sure that you guys are liking this video. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. It is up and it is stuck directly after this commercial break. Okay, on period. What's good, everybody? What's popping, y'all? It's the official King Pain, and this is the home of the Lituation, period, where pussy hole could always never. Everybody hashtag never. Hashtag never. Yes, this is the one and only dust-free zone where there's no rusty, dusty, musty, crusty, raggedy, dirty, crispy, sissy, pissy, or pussy assholes allowed. Okay, if you come over here being any of those things, my moderators will escort your dusty ass out. And that's just the period. I know that's right. Yes, this is the littest place on earth. Let me bring up my co-host. Okay, Safion Jawan, what's going on?
What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing out there?
Yes, that's that albany for you right there. And without further ado, I want you guys to drop a lot of crowns in the comments. Drop a lot of crowns in the comments. I want you guys to show a lot of love, okay, to our guests. Okay, we got a very special guest in the house tonight. Everybody hashtag exclusive, okay? Yes, everybody go hashtag ZEUS Network, okay, because it's up and it's motherfucking stuck, okay? We have Rio Skot in the house.
Where's that at? In
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Rio?
introduce me.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
I don't know what just happened. Y'all make sure that you guys are sharing this video, liking this video, subscribe with all your notifications turned on. It's up and it's motherfucking stuck. Keep sharing. We got Rio Skot in the house. What's going on, Rio? Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
I can't hear.
You can't hear? You probably got to exit and come back in.
He's muted, that's why.
Oh, can you hear now?
Cause somebody called me and it messed it up or something. Hold on.
Yeah, that definitely messed it up. Can you hear? You can't hear? You probably got to go out and come back in.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna come back in.
Yeah. All
I didn't even know he
right.
was here.
All right. Who is this right here? Let me go ahead. We need to be respectful of our guests. Let me go ahead and put them on time out. Okay. On period. Yes. Everybody hashtag exclusive. Hashtag exclusive. Okay. Yes. Y'all go inbox the Save Room. Y'all go inbox Hollywood Unlocked. Y'all go inbox all of them, girl, and tell them that we got the exclusive Rio Skot is in the motherfucking house.
Zeus hot as
Okay.
tea.
Yes. Okay. You
I hear
back?
y'all.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Terrific. What's going on? How you doing?
What's up with y'all? How y'all doing today?
I'm doing
None, we
good.
doing
I
fine.
heard it was a lituation.
It's definitely a lituation. It stays lit around here. Okay, in the home of the lituation. You're
Okay.
lit yourself. Okay, you're
Appreciate
a firecracker yourself. Okay,
it. Mhm.
but before we get into the mess, okay, let's get into who Rio is and what Rio does. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm Rio from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm an artist. I write, I sing, do music. That's my overall thing that I do as far as my passion and my career or whatnot. As y'all see, as y'all know, I was on the Bad Boys Club or whatnot. And I style and I profile.
I know that's right. Yes, I did get a chance to listen to your cover. Hold on, we're going home by Drake. Okay,
Oh
and
no, you didn't listen to it. That's like 12 years ago.
hey, I know it's old, but it was good. You sound
Okay.
great. I'm sure you sound a lot better now.
Mhm.
I'm sure you sound a lot better now. Okay, so let's get into it. Everybody hashtag let's go. Everybody hashtag let's go. Okay, so Rio, Milan invited you to be a part of the Bad Boys group. He said that he needed someone that was going to have his back. Okay. He felt like everyone was against him since he fought every nigga and beat every nigga's ass in the house. My question for you is why were you so ready to jump into Milan's drama?
Well, let me just clear it up real quick. It wasn't so much of me jumping into his drama. It was more so of me coming on the show and being invited to be on the show. As y'all see, they're gonna script it how they want to script it or whatever. But as you see, it was a phone call made. He was like somebody pressing him about a room, and you hear me say no more.
Yes, say no
We
more.
recorded that. They called me 3 times. They pulled that
Mm-mm-mm.
out, to paint the picture they wanted to paint. The first 2 phone calls was about the party and him inviting me to the party, period, or whatever the case may be. But prior to that, me coming on the show, but it was a party that night. Now, of course, he did enlighten me a little bit on what was going on the show. I didn't watch the show. He enlightened me about, the little scuffles he had or whatnot, and then that somebody was, that he might have to fight again or whatnot. So, how I rock is this, if I rock, if you rock, I'm rolling or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't quick for me to just jump into the drama like that. It just played out like that.
Okay. Were you and Milan friends before the show?
Yeah, me and Milan been cool for we've been friends for maybe 6 years, 5 years plus. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So when
Mhm.
Milan reached out to you, he really needed your help.
Um, like I said, it was an opportunity for me to go on the show, and I was already in LA. So he did reach out for me, and he did enlighten me on the situation about him having a few scuffles about this situation. But I definitely was there to have his back as well.
So were you supposed to be entered in a different way, or because it was last minute, that's how Zeus wanted to pull you in?
They needed some more content or whatever. I'm now that I put everything together, you know what I'm saying, and register everything in my head. They needed some more content. They ran out of content. They ain't had nothing else going on. So I feel like they wanted a big fight. And I wasn't introduced through, see, what's making it crazy and what's making it one-sided or whatever the case may be, as it may seem, is because the EP Natalie, she called Jonathan to be on the show. They called him to be on the show. They felt like Milan was being, running the house or being a bully or whatever the case may be. So they wanted to bring somebody with the same type of platform, you know what I'm saying, that's about their life or whatever in the streets or whatever you want to say, to go head to head. And so that's how that went. So I was introduced.
So
I was pulled in by Milan.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't know. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What I wanted to ask, while I was interjecting, Milan is saying that you were paid to fight. Did they call you, and was there an agreement for you to fight this person?
But
I'm not a bandit off the street. You could never pay me to come fight. You could never come pay me to come fight. It's not Fight Club. You feel me? I was not paid. They didn't call my phone and say, we're going to pay you to come fight. It was well, welcome to ZEUS. Da, da, da. They asked me a couple questions. Well, what if somebody did this? Da, 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 da. And I told them if somebody did, just then a third or whatnot. And I was paid to come on the show.
Absolutely. So the fight was real.
The fight was real. But for me, it was like, it was like an entertainment type thing until it got real. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
so basically, you was with it until it got to a certain point where it got out of control.
No, I was with it all the way through, but they wouldn't let me be with it how I wanted to be with it. So it was like I said, I was an outsider coming in, and the only person that I knew was Milan. Jonathan had already been on the show. He already called, they already knew him. He has a bigger platform. I'm just somebody out, out in the street. So it was catered. The situation to me was catered to him, regardless of of however it went.
So do you feel like you got set up in a way?
It definitely was set up for reactions, and it definitely was it was a setup because I didn't know the whole logistics of what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't sure. I just came to think. So I wouldn't say it was like just set up. Okay, we're going to, and then he's going to, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have went multiple ways or whatnot. But in a sense, maybe, yeah. Maybe in a sense.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so you didn't know the logistics of it. Then what made you want to just go ahead and just go at Jonathan like that without knowing everything pertaining to what happened before you just inserted yourself in the situation?
Well, I didn't really insert myself. I just knew that was, like I said, everything set up for a reaction. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, well then, you're welcome to the show. Ooh, you're going to be sharing a room with Milan. Y'all two are sharing a room. Ooh, da, 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 da. So, mind you, I already know Jonathan previous to this. We never had an issue with it. I know him through somebody mutual. But I know him. You know what I'm saying? I know where he's from, and I know, what he gives, like when it's time to get what he gets, so I already know. You feel me? So like, it wasn't like that. It was set up for a reaction. When we was in the room upstairs, literally, y'all, I promise you, I bullshit you not. I only was at the party for maybe that was my interest, me coming into the party. I put all my stuff. They let me put my stuff in the garage. I ain't signed no contract yet. They was like, enjoy the party, So I'm in there, I'm having drinks, getting fucked up. Never anticipated or thought that this was about to occur. You feel me? So when y'all see us sitting on the little desk, I literally just walked in there, just walked in the room, and Milan was sitting on the desk, and I stood right there. What made it go ahead and pop off, because, like I said, Milan had already told me briefly of the situation, and what made me go ahead and pop off was when he was like, so this is my room, and his next words were, and you're leaving.
And you was like, it's not. It's not.
No, it's not. It's not, because it's not. It's not your room. All his shit is up here. My shit.
It was y'all room at that time. Yeah,
so it's like, and they ring. They told me this is the room I'm sharing, and you're not taking nothing from me. Like, it's not giving none of that. So we will have to fight. How big, small, win, lose, or draw. You gonna have to fight.
He wasn't taking it from you. He was taking it from y'all. So why y'all?
You're not taking it from
his ass.
I'm involved. So I don't. If however somebody else, I'm involved. You're not taking a motherfucking thing from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't start. I'm cool. A vibe. Everybody know that. So
did Milan have mace?
I don't know if he had mace. I think that Jonathan had heard that he had mace. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan had heard that he had mace, because I'm not for sure how you would know that he had mace.
And was Jonathan trying to set the house on fire?
He came, okay, in the midst of, okay, when we fought or whatever the case may be, and the security guards jumped on us or whatever, and we fell how we fell. Because mind you, I'm not going to be lame and sit here and break down the fights. If it was no security guards up there that jumped on us, he was going down first, and I was going to be on top. Let's be clear. But we're going to go ahead and skip to the thing. So I think in the midst of that, when I was on the floor and all the security guards was on top of us, Milan was right there, and he pulled a fire extinguisher out of his book bag and pointed it towards Milan, was like, yeah, and I heard you got mace. So like I said, you was already prepared to come in here and be with the shits. Like, I'm not stupid. I go out. I'm an energy person. So I went off the energy in the room. He was like, he was being like a little jazzy with his little, it's my room. So I was, it's not, I was going exactly off of his energy.
Okay,
And
so
do you
you
feel
swing
like-
at him. Oh, I'm sorry. You swing at him, y'all fight, y'all get into it. He has you by your hair and he rips out all your twists, I believe. And then how did you feel about that in that moment? Did you feel like, okay, this is going out of hand? Like, my hair's getting ripped out, and on top of that, did you ever feel like, Milan, where you at? Like, are you going to get him off me? Is you going to jump in? Like, because this is kind of your situation that you brought me into. Like, what was going through your mind?
You fat, ugly, black, stinking hippo. That's what was going through my mind. But I mean, when he was for one, like I said, I didn't really anticipate the fight or whatever the case may be, but it was funny because I just got off the phone before with my sister. She was like, cut your hair. She was like, go ahead and cut your hair. She's like, they're gonna pull your hair. Like, cut your hair, or whatever the case may be, because any chance they get, because that's like a theatric, you know what I'm saying? Like, hair, pull the hair. Like, you know how the girls be pull the wig and stuff, or whatever the case may be. Like, pull the hair. He was able to pull my hair when we was on the ground, because it was just weird. Like, they was laying, two of them was laying on top of me, but he was just,
do you feel like the security was protecting him, or they was allowing him to get to you?
Definitely. I don't care how they make it seem, definitely. And as far as like, the Milan situation to go, I wasn't too much fucked up about the part of him not jumping in, but maybe more disappointed about, like I said, I didn't know. I hadn't met the producers. I didn't know who Lemmy was. I didn't know nobody. I mean, I knew Natalie or whatever the case may be, but I didn't know nobody else, these security guards. So I was more so maybe disappointed, because when he was pulling my hair, you should have been gripping his hands, or you should have been wrapping my hair. You should have been there wrapping me up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, or whatnot. That's what's more was the issue to me, because I didn't know these people. And the security guards definitely was showing favoritism. When you see the scene when we was outside and he didn't have his chain on, that's because I had his chain. Absolutely. That's because I had his chain. They held me on the ground for, I don't know, I didn't watch the episode, but we was on the ground after the fight. When I fell, he ran up, uppercut, and we was on the ground and shit like that. They held me on, they had us on the ground for at least a good 5 minutes trying to get the chain out of my hand. And I still had it. That's why when we went outside, he came and snuck me and pushed me in the water.
Oh.
So do you feel like you having this chain is the reason why he took you and Milan's phones?
Wait, say it again.
So do you feel like because you had his chain is the reason why he stole you and Milan's phone and said y'all wasn't getting it back was because
no, I think that he was mad, and he is very strategic with this social media stuff because he's been doing this for a while. You know what I'm saying? He got ties with the Shade Room and all this stuff. So he was like, okay. Because mind you, after we went upstairs, he didn't have my dreads, my little dread. For one, the red dreads and stuff was for a look. I did a video shoot and a photo shoot, and it was for the look or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was hair added, or whatnot. So, but he went back upstairs. They took him back upstairs because I still was ready to keep going. They took him back upstairs and put them in a room, and they had him in a room with our stuff. So he was able to steal the phones while he was up there, and he was able to, I think he took Milan's Versace shirt or whatever, a couple of other items. I think he did that so he could show, for later on. Just like it was premeditated with him bringing the fire extinguisher in.
So
he got his chain back. They made sure I gave his chain back. That's what I'm saying. It was so, it was so catered to making sure, you know, this person with this huge platform is good. But meanwhile, when we on the ground and stuff, he's able, like, I had to get a tetanus shot. He bit me like 2 times. He was biting me and all type of weird shit. But it's supposed to be entertaining though, but you know.
So you said Milan was the only person there that you knew?
No, I came with some friends or whatever. I did come with some friends, but I told them we was going to the party, the Bad Boys Club party. Y'all want to come with me or whatnot. I didn't tell these grown ass people we about to go to a party and fight. You know what I'm saying? And even when they I still was like, I don't know if they showed it. I was like, no. I was like, just, you know, it's or whatever the case may be. But you see how I rock when y'all see my homeboy who came, my brother, who was outside and threw, you know what I'm saying, somebody in your weight class threw you across the floor or whatever. That's how that's supposed to go. So I can't really speak on the Milan situation. I just know that's how I rock.
Yeah, because I seen a picture that Milan posted today, and Milan is bigger than you.
He is.
So my question is, why, of all the people that he knows, would he call you?
I was in LA already.
Milan is from LA. Well, he's been here for 13 years.
He's from Chicago.
He's been here for 13 years.
Who?
How tall are you?
5'9".
5'9", and how big is Jonathan? Like 6'5"?
Jonathan is probably he ain't just that tall. He probably might be like 5'11", but I weigh in at like 160. I weigh in at like 160.
I weigh in like twice your size.
I weigh in at like
5'11".
Huh?
Jonathan's 5'11" and Milan is 6'2".
No, Milan's shorter than that. Milan's short. Like, my whole thing is, it wasn't even about, I mean, they may have certain guidelines and stuff like that, but it just could have went a different way. Things, if you know, could have went a different way or whatnot. It was supposed to go. It could have went a different way, but it was just so much security, and it was so much like them like making sure, you know, a certain person don't get an upper hand. You know, it was all different type of things that was going on.
Why did you stay when Jonathan continued to attack you?
Well, he didn't continue to attack me after that night. Let me see, we fought like 3 times or whatever, and then I had to after that I was like, hold on, I had to think and tap back in and be like, where the fuck is my contract at? So I'm getting to it with the producers. I'm about to fight Lemmy. I'm getting to it with everybody now. And now the people that I did bring kind of tapped in or whatnot. So they took us to the back and they had me like locked in a little room. It's like a little room in the back. And we was talking about the contract. And I was telling them like straight up, like, I need some more money. If y'all want this to, you know, y'all want the content to keep going. Cause now we about to flip this whole upside down. So go ahead and run me my check, send me some more money, as they did, as they should, or whatever the case may be. And we did the paperwork. Once we did the paperwork, went back outside. The police came or whatever. A whole bunch of police came. So we stood outside for a minute. I went back in the party. When we went back in the party, 5 security guards surrounded him, bringing him downstairs. Boom! I runs up. I runs up. They would not let me, let it continue or whatever. And then they shut the party down. Oh, we about to shut the party down. And all this, whatever the case may be. So they gonna paint the picture how they want to paint the picture and cater to it how they want to cater to it. Because for one, Natalie, she's an EP. Jonathan's her friend, and she called on. Anthony's her best friend or whatever. I don't got a problem with none of them, but I'm just saying, these are her friends. I got called on by Milan. They wanted it to be a certain type of way. So now it's like, I was just like, who was you and where do you, like, why you, like, who was you and where do you? But after that was done, the next day, me and Milan went to go get some more phones because he stole the phones or whatnot. So we went to go get some more phones. And when we came back, they was Chef D was cooking breakfast or whatever. When we came back, we were sitting outside and I was on the phone with somebody that know me and Jonathan or whatever. And they was asking me what's happening. So I was just on the phone talking. Milan went in the house. I was out there for about maybe like a good 10 minutes. So I look up and mind you, I'm outside. I ain't got no shoes on. I got a little white beat. I'm just, I got my skull cap on, waiting to get my hair cut. Or wouldn't go ahead and get our shade off or whatever. And I'm sitting out front. Boom. I see Jonathan and 2 other dudes hit the corner. And Jonathan got one of my, he came back to be on his whatever he was on. He had one of my dreads behind his ear, and the other dude, which I know from Atlanta, he had one behind his ear too. So when he hit the corner, he seen me. He was like, come on. So I was like, shit, come on. I threw my shit down. Boom, we start banging immediately.
So was it 5 dudes that showed up to jump you? Milan said
It was
5 dudes.
It was him, 2 other. It was him. 2 other dudes walked in the gate, and I think it was somebody in the car.
Oh, okay.
Because in the video that Moolah had took, it just shows you and Jonathan, and it shows one of Jonathan's friends, and then Darrell and Gutter K.
That's the
It
end.
didn't show
That's
5
the end.
people.
They got the ending of it.
So you guys fought before that?
Yes, they got the ending of it.
And that's where he said you hit him with a chair.
Right.
It was me and him was fighting. And today I was not drunk. I was not hot, And so he knew the difference. He knew the difference, if you catch what I'm saying or whatnot. So it was when we was fighting shit, like when we was fighting and doing what we was doing, it's like 2 more of them. And it's like they kind of getting, they getting close and stuff like that. And this ain't my first rodeo.
I had a couple questions. So to go back a little bit, when you got out the car and you said, you were introducing my friend, you didn't think to just, talk to the producers first or wait for producers to sign something, at least an NDA, since you were going to be on camera because your friend was on camera on the show before you just went and did all that? So you could have been covered financially?
We signed one at the door, but that wasn't my official contract. So by this time, I just go into the party or whatever the case. I go into the party. I'm trying to see if they even mic me up. So I'm thinking like, basically I'm because Milan was with me all at the beginning or whatnot. So I'm just trusting his word or whatever. My phone was at the front. They take everybody's phones. He was like, no, go get Rio phone. Like, he's a party. He's in my room, or whatnot. So I'm just with him the whole time in the party, and my friends, we drinking and stuff like that. I didn't even know we was about to get started filming. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really tap into none of that. So by the time we go upstairs and Jonathan go up to the room or whatnot, I didn't even know the cameras was gonna be up there. We walked upstairs. I think Milan was like, come on, let's go upstairs or whatnot. And we goes upstairs. So it already was like kind of in motion without me knowing it's in motion.
You said when when Milan had called you, you said that he called you 3 times to do it over again for him filming it on the scene. So how did you not know that you wasn't gonna be filmed in the party?
No, I knew that it's a party, and I knew that they would have the party on the Bad Boy Club. You know what I'm saying? But I said I didn't anticipate and know that it was gonna be a Royal Rumble that night.
Absolutely. I totally understand. You thought we was going to party. We turning out.
It's a possibility, but I was thinking more of like maybe I just wasn't thinking, but I was thinking more of like an introduction first type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he was gonna be. Well, I just probably didn't think about if he was gonna be at the party, honestly, or not, because I didn't give a fuck.
But even if he was at the party, you probably wasn't anticipating having to confront him that day about the room. You know what I'm saying? It's like
not that fast,
not here,
right? Because like I said, I already knew, bro. I already knew Jonathan. Mind you, I seen Jonathan 2 days before where he seen me. We was outside the club. He walked up, "What's up, Rio?" And dapped me up and stuff.
Yeah,
so
when he seen you in the closet, he was nice too. He gave you a shot.
Yeah, he was. But like I said, I already had outside. Once he stood up and was like, "This is my room," I don't know if he was. I didn't know if he was about to pop Milan while Milan was like sitting there still swinging his legs on the desk. I didn't know if he was about to pop him or what he was getting. Like I said, I fed off his energy. And once he was like, "This is my room," and I was like, it's not. He was like, "Okay." You know what I'm saying? All that just made me be like, "Okay, well, it's gonna happen sometime." Like, just, it's gonna happen. Because I would have felt like he would have been like, "Well, Rio, why you say that?" You know what I'm saying? It let me know that he already, you know what I'm saying? If it makes sense.
Yeah, so you
So you
rushed
said,
it.
so you basically went there and you were just, the night that that happened, you were basically in your mind was, we're just about to party and that's it. That's what you were thinking?
It was more like it was more. It definitely was more of that than me thinking I was gonna get into an altercation that night.
Because how they filmed it, they made it, Milan said on the phone, like, there's this dude here who's trying to take my room, and he told them, you was like, all right, say no more. And then they cut to you showing up, and us as viewers are thinking that you going there to, do what happened.
Well, you gotta imagine that you filmed this show and you one of the editors of the show, and you want to paint a certain picture to how it played out. You able to look at all these clips. You're gonna pull out whatever to make it make sense. So since
Valid
Milan
point.
wasn't able to get touched, or however y'all want to do it, or Milan didn't jump in, or whatever the case may be. So now it's you make it as if he called for backup, which he might have in his head. I don't, but y'all gonna pick out what makes everything go with
Go with
everything.
the
You know what I'm
narrative.
saying? And so since I'm the outsider and I came for Milan or whatever the case may be, then y'all gonna drag it and make it look like however y'all want to make the narrative look like. Because you can never
Okay,
call
so,
me. You could call, like I said, I'm not about you. I don't fight for nobody. I fight with you. I
okay.
fight with you. So I didn't come with intention of, I'm about to fight for Milan.
Absolutely.
So you guys are fighting three times, and the first time y'all fight, Milan is just standing there and he's kind of smiling and grinning. And then the whole duration of y'all fight, he's nowhere to be found, and you getting pushed into a pool and all this other stuff. And your other friend had to have your back. And when they cut to Milan, it just showed him in the bushes hiding. So if the roles were reversed, and if you called Milan for whatever the case be reason, and let's say if Milan was fighting and he was getting and he was losing, would you have jumped in because that's your friend? Would you have
Most
let
definitely, I
him
would
get beat?
most definitely I would have jumped in. But
I mean, you guys have been friends for
So
5 or 6 years. I don't care
right,
if
so you don't
there's a contract or money involved. If I've known you forever, we're friends outside of this, then absolutely I'm gonna jump in. I mean, the security, I mean, this is real. Like he's pulling out your hair. Like what's going on? Like I would have been upset. Um,
you
and
don't feel
then
like you got
he
you don't
calls
feel
the
like you I'm
police.
sorry.
Did you have to talk to the police?
I don't do no police shit. And if it was on me, the police wouldn't have got called.
Do you
So
think
I
that
don't know
bad
where,
boys
I don't
called the
even know where
police?
huh?
Do you think that bad boys called the police?
Well, he said he called the police. But I
Who?
mean,
Who, Milan?
yeah, because he put out the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. That's the
That's what the
debate.
show
That's
was all
honestly
about.
been the debate for the past week or so. Do bad boys call the police?
I really, when they walked in and stuff, I thought maybe it was a part of you know, the big kaboom. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a whole big part of it, whatever.
You thought
But
they were actors,
yeah, I thought it was just a part of the thing. But
but you knew to
he
stay
said
away from them.
How
Milan said in
police
his
be
confessions,
actors?
huh?
You
No,
said
I
they were
thought the police
professional
was
police?
real. No, I
Oh,
thought the police was real, not actors. But I thought that they had them just come do that for the show or whatnot. I didn't really think too much into it. But he said in his confessionals, he said, I'm about to call the police on it. He called the police.
ZEUS Network is not going to play with them cops like that, especially the shit that goes down on. So do you? And this is not me trying to cause no type of rift between you and Milan. This is just me calling it how I see it. You don't feel no type of way towards you taking up for him and him not even helping and him just leaving you out there to dry because he done that 4 times. Even with the chair situation, he said he was in the shower, but everybody else that was there, that's on the show, said that he was in the kitchen, and then he hit you with the chair. So you don't feel like you got set up and you didn't hit him like, yo, I did this for you and you just left me here high and dry and all this other stuff, TV or not. We've been friends for 6 years, like, you know, because it looks like you got set up and everybody is grown up to take accountability for their actions, but it looks like he just brought you there to fight his battles. That happened, you got set up, and you don't feel no type of way about that. And it's okay to say you do. No one's blaming you. It's okay.
Um, yeah, I know everybody gonna blame me. So, but what I'm saying is,
Milan gonna blame him. Okay, when you get off this interview, Milan gonna be like, "You said da 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 da."
I
Okay,
mean,
period.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like I said, it was more of the disappointment because that's something that never would happen to me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not that easy accessible. You know what I'm saying? For me to be sitting up in front and somebody pull up on me, because if I was anywhere else or had anything, it would not have went that way, period. So as far as like Milan being in the house, like I can only go by what a person say and this, that, and third. But you know, if you didn't help jump in any other fights, what the fuck I'm calling you for to come out, you know,
Okay.
or whatnot. It's no, you know, what I'm calling you for, or whatnot. So I can't really. At the end of the day, I'm a man, Jonathan a man, you know, and he, you know, whether he big or whatnot, I know how I get down. Like prime example, I'm glad I brought my brother with me on the show, which is my bro from Memphis or whatnot, because that's what we did outside, how that was outside. That's how that's supposed to go. Period. Once
So
everybody seen they was actually trying, before I went outside, they was actually like, one of my homeboys was like, come on, Rio, let's just go. Like, they not on our side. Like, they, you know, you had to be there to see. It. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not going nowhere. He's leaving. I guarantee. I done did all this. I guarantee you that I'm going to be sleeping in that bed. And it wasn't just over the room. You know what I'm saying? At this point, now it's just like, no, I'm not, you know, he leaving. That's what it's going to get. And that's what it gave.
So you guys were not planning to jump Jonathan. You and Milan never discussed jumping Jonathan or fighting Jonathan outside of that phone call.
It's almost a thing where it's like what's known is known and what's understood is supposed to be understood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, we're going to go and jump, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I feel like that definitely was a part. That's just how it was supposed to, you know, when shit was getting like, when shit got a little, you know, when I was on the ground, my hair and the security guards, you should have been right behind me. Don't.
Okay, on period.
I should have felt you on top of my head. Don't.
Okay, on
it's
period.
how I felt. But like I said,
at least when you had his chain, Milan should have came and put it in his pocket. Okay, on period. So y'all could have went straight to the bank with that. Okay.
Right. But it wasn't even, he said his leg was messed up. That's what he told me. He said he fought a lot of people on the show. The security guard slammed.
Now he said those fights were fake.
I mean, now that y'all see what we gave, now that y'all see that, then it do look scripted, right?
Definitely.
It do look scripted. And it's just that because when you put somebody like me and Jonathan, you know, that's just what it's going to be or whatnot.
Absolutely.
So did you get a chance to look back at Milan on the earlier episodes before you came on?
I never watched it before I came, because they didn't edit, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have it ready.
I'm talking about like now. Like,
oh, like now? Yeah,
like
I watched
in the past like month after since it came out.
I watched the episodes, so I see how they want to, you know, I see how it was going and why they felt like, you know, they should bring this person on. Like, I get it or whatever.
So it never occurred to you did you ever have it in your mind like, okay, you said your leg was broke, but you fighting everybody else over here, whether it's real, fake or not? Because the fight with him and Kieran, I don't think it's fake, because I'm not bringing up nobody's family member and then getting away with it. And then Jonathan comes in and he's pressing Milan, and it's just like, and then you come in and then that happens. So it never hit in your mind like, what the hell? Like,
all of it, everything, for the rest of the time that I was there, I knew that the shit was shady. They could not take me. They was for one, they was everybody was on my dick first trying to check my temperature. Kyrian, Gutter, she didn't even want to film when they introduced me. She's like, oh, I gotta throw up. She didn't even want to film with me because you actually lucky that my hands was messed up, because due to the chair I had to get stitches right here from the little thing, the little sharp part that was on the chair, and then I was blocking it with this hand and whatnot. So you actually lucky. So you need to be on Jonathan dick, because you definitely was going in that pool. Like behind us. because
there's been a lot of shade thrown
because
lately.
you're the one, huh?
There's been a lot of shade being thrown lately. There's a
But
clear
it
division.
didn't happen. Everybody was so sweet and honey bunches of oats and all type of things when I was there. Everybody. Gutter even pulled me to the side and was like, you know, I am cool with them, but I just don't want to be in the middle or whatever the case may be. You know, she was rolling up a blunt for us to smoke, you know, all on my dick like everybody else. And then when we exited, when it was over, then that's when, you know what I'm saying? That's when it started giving this, that, and the third or whatnot. But after the fight, after they got what they want and the fight happened or whatnot, they was just like, you know, it was just still like some little, it was shady shit, you know, side eyes looking like, who am I? Why I'm here? You know, all type of stuff. But I'm so cool that you, after a while, everybody couldn't help but to fuck with me. But I'm saying side eyes from people like the EPs and stuff that who wanted Jonathan to stay on the show, who wanted Jonathan to take over the show.
So do you feel like Natalie's in them set you up, or you and Milan up?
As far as like when, as far as like the thing that
like setting up Jonathan to come in to punk Milan and then Milan calling you, or having Milan call one of
most
his friends,
motherfucking definitely. Most motherfucking definitely. She made a comment because I keep tabs and I kept everything on the situation. She made a comment. We was going to the club and she was like, "Oh, Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan's in Hawaii after he been hitting people with chairs. Ha ha ha. He's so crazy."
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. So that's a question for Milan. So did Milan in that moment feel some type of way towards Natalie production? Like, why would y'all set me and my friend up like that? Because my friend is hurt. Because there was a live that you, Mula, and Milan was on, and it was with the CEO, Lemuel Plumer, and Milan felt some type of way because he felt like that you both got set up, and then you ended up getting the long stick of it, and the CEO was like, I really don't care, and then they kept asking you like, what's the problem? And you were just basically saying like, oh, I don't really have a problem. It sounded like Milan was more mad than you, and then people under the comments was like, if you were more mad than him, why didn't you defend your friend when you was fighting, when he came in defending you, from what it looked like to us? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then fast forward to, there was a live that Natalie did with her makeup artist, and this is now when Milan is going back and forth with the boys, and he goes in the hotel and he starts going in and in and on laughing with Natalie, and Natalie's just like egging it on, getting a kick out of it. So you don't think it's weird how if Milan feels some type of way towards her in production for setting both of y'all up, and he's still like friends with her and still like basically doing what she wants them to do and dancing for the cameras and stuff? You don't feel like that's weird? Like, you don't, how do you feel about that? Because they're still friends, even though he may feel like she set y'all both up along with Zeus.
Dealing with all them and the reality stars and all them hoes is weird.
Okay.
All them hoes is weird.
They all is.
All them hoes is messy. All the above. So I don't put nothing past nothing, or whatever the case may be. So, like I said, when I came back from getting my stitches, they didn't film this, but we got into it. We got into it with Lemmy and all them. Like, he chased us upstairs with all his security guards, because when we walked in and Milan was like, I need to speak to you. And he said something, and I was like, shut up, bitch. And he runs upstairs with all his security guards. They run upstairs to, come all in the corner. I'm like, you coming up here with all this security at my hands, mister. I can't do nothing. Like, you coming up here with all this security. So him and Milan, I mean, they had a powwow. They yelling, they about to get into it or whatever or whatnot. But like I said, it's multiple ways that it could be depicted. All this shit was weird to me.
So nobody's pointing the finger at Natalie too? Nobody says something to Natalie because, it's her show, and as much as she says she's EP, which she is, a lot of people be thinking that she orchestrates it all, and then Zeus just kind of lets her. So when you guys had that conversation with the CEO and Lemuel Plumer, did you also have a conversation with Natalie, since it's her show and since she knows everything that goes on?
Chumped her off too.
You said what?
Chumped her. I said everything to everybody. Like, I told her straight up. I was like, because I knew that was your friend, and y'all was mad. because Jonathan was supposed to, come in and take over like that. Just imagine, you got this person on this platform, big platform, Milan, and you got Jonathan on this big platform. And Milan's been bullying everybody in the house. But then Jonathan comes in and bullies Milan out the room and takes over the show. And Jonathan is Natalie's friend. You know what I'm saying? That she brought on the show. And that's why. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm starting to think that Milan did it to himself by creating that storyline as if he was the big, big bully, the fighter or whatever, and he took that room, and then then they bring Jonathan in, and he's playing along with the storyline that you created. So I mean, I feel like he kind of brought this on himself.
And Natalie's also friends with Milan too, just like with Jonathan. So that's kind of like a messy situation right there.
I mean, she messy. She is the EP of Bad Boys Club. Like, she's on baddies and stuff, like fights and stuff. Like, what's the concept of the whole thing?
I mean, coming into Bad Boys Club, you kind of know that you're gonna have to fight, or there may be a fight, or and I feel like whatever you were getting yourself into, you were definitely prepared for. Like, you don't seem like a pussy or like you were scared or whatever. And I feel like you said, like, you weren't going there thinking that you were gonna have to fight the first night. You know what I'm saying? The first 5 minutes you there, you felt like there was gonna be an introduction. But have you seen Bad Girls Club?
I used to watch like I tune in and then tune back out and chime in and tune back out. I seen like a couple episodes.
Yeah, it's like typical Bad Girls Club where they test the newbie the first night they get in there. So you kind of like, if you know the history of Bad Girls Club, you kind of like could suspect that, something's about to happen when they start bringing these new people in. But it definitely needed the mix. So you got to stay in the house.
Yeah, I definitely stayed.
The entire time? Or
I don't know how they're going to try to depict it. I stayed the rest of the time. It's supposed to be like maybe 4 or 5 more episodes after this. I stayed in the house. Like I said. And it wasn't because he pulled out a fire extinguisher, he had to go, this, that, and third. It was because we was gonna keep going. Like, we wasn't gonna be able to. Hold on, the sound went out.
Yeah, your sound went out.
Your sound went out.
Yeah, there's no sound.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So basically, they kind of knew that y'all couldn't really coexist because of the madness that happened previously, correct?
Of the madness, yep, of the madness that happened.
That's why he couldn't. So basically, this is a question for Jonathan, but do you feel like production told Jonathan he had to leave, or Jonathan was like, fuck this, I'm out? Because of that. I'm
not for sure. I just know he had got escorted out by security guards surrounding him. So I don't know. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I don't care how it looked, and I'm not trying to, rewind it and nothing like that, because I don't even really care about the fights and stuff like that. But I came and shook the house up.
Okay, on period.
He's, bigger. He's more over the top because he knew no more this and third. I came and shook the house up. I stopped the party. I shut the party down.
Were there other empty rooms in the house? Was there somewhere else he could have slept?
Probably outside in like a cage where he belonged.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that Jonathan never planned on sleeping in the house. I think that was just for storyline. I think that he just came to fight.
Yeah, it probably was. It probably was, and that's why I said I knew that he knew. I knew. Well, I'm not for sure because, like I said, when I was in my green screens and she was reminding me of everything that happened, she told me a line that he never got to, which was, "This is my room, and you're leaving." So that was supposed to be Milan's exit.
So they set that up for Milan to really leave because
Milan was not fighting over the room. He stated that he wasn't fighting over the room or whatnot. So that was his exit. Because they so messy, they brought somebody else on. Because they don't care. They don't care about nobody. They don't care how I go.
They care about them views, okay?
Them click, click, clicks. That's what Linnell say. All they care about is them click, click,
That's all
clicks.
they care about.
They
And
got your phone
I knew,
99.
I
That's
knew,
all they give a fuck about.
and I knew that. I knew that when the chair situation happened. Mind you, it's a security guard there with armed security guard standing there the whole time. He didn't reach to try to take the chair. He's just standing there.
Mm.
Well, Darrell and them has said that the first night that Jonathan got there, Milan was packing his bags and was leaving the show because he didn't want to be in the same space as Jonathan.
Well, that was before I came, so I'm
So
really
he
not
didn't
for
tell you
sure.
that?
Huh?
He didn't tell you that?
No, I think no, actually he was in a hotel or whatever, and he was like that a new person. Mind you, I didn't even know exactly who he was talking about to towards the me coming exactly on the show or whatnot. But he was in a hotel, and I guess he was like they was trying to make him share a room with somebody that he's not sharing a room with. He was like, I'm not sharing a room with this person or whatnot. So I don't know if he was planning on leaving, if Jonathan stayed, but I know how they were setting it up. That was supposed to be his exit up out of there.
Milan said that he doesn't share a room with people unless he's fucking them. Have you and Milan ever had
That's
sex?
all he said.
Huh?
That's all he said.
He said it twice. He said it in the green screens, and then he said it in the house. The first time he said it, he said, "I'm not sharing this room unless we fucking." Then in the green screens, he said, "I'm not sharing this room unless we
Oh, that's
fucking."
when
Or I've
know you.
known you. Okay, but the first time, the initial time he said it to Jonathan, he said, "Unless we fucking, we not sharing this room." They said, "Jonathan, y'all fucking." Jonathan said, "No."
Oh, see,
That's why I asked.
okay, I ain't see how that.
Yeah, I don't
No,
watch it like 10 times.
no, no, it ain't nothing. It's nothing like that at all. It's nothing like that at all.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you got to stay throughout the entire time. My question for you is now, since I've been following everyone, it seems like there's a clear division in the cast. Like, Gutta, Anthony,
Darrell.
Darrell, and Jonathan call themselves the real bad boys, as if you guys all left the house, like you guys walked away like William did.
Gutter, you didn't even fight one time.
Ooh.
You worked your way out of fighting. You worked, you did all that screaming with William, like, look at, like, you know what I'm saying? You got, and all that screaming and whatnot. You didn't fight not one time, which you would have had a fight had you not wanted to film with me. That would have been your fight right there.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go ahead and clear that tadpole looking thing out the way. Then we're gonna go
So
to
she didn't want to fight you.
huh?
So she didn't want to fight you.
I mean, like I said, she was so sweet, honey, bunches of oats. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, I wouldn't have been able to motherfucking tell.
Okay.
Then who else? We got Darrell. I mean, Darrell, we don't got no problem. Like, it ain't none of them. It's only the only person that I don't beef at all. I don't even beef anyway. You know what I mean? I don't even beef. The only issue is with Gutter because you did all that sweet talking and being nice, and then the moment that we done filming and you get on live with Jonathan, and Jonathan was like, y'all some fake ass hoes. You telling some, oh, I'm on your side. Ring, ring, ring. So I'm like, what do ring, ring, ring mean? Oh, ring, 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 because you called him up there when I was out front and was like, oh, he out front, da. That's why y'all see Darrell, and now that I think about it, you see Darrell and Gutter outside running with me, which lets me know if I was the one with the chair or if I was beating him, y'all was gonna jump in.
You don't think that maybe he called him low key from Milan because Milan was right there before he went back in and Jonathan was already on the way? And
I
you
feel like
think that Jonathan was just gonna go from Milan since we already had our thing. I want that bitch.
I definitely think he was coming for Milan. He definitely was coming for Milan because when he came around the corner, his come on was more like, well, I see you first and I know you're gonna run. It was more like that type of thing. But I definitely think he was going for Milan. I definitely think today the beef is still with Milan.
Absolutely. I think he still is upset with Milan. I heard you say something about fighting at the reunion. Is there going to be a reunion?
They will. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be a reunion. I'm pretty for sure, and I'm pretty for sure they would want me there by all costs. So.
Oh, my.
Because I've been seeing that Moolah said he wasn't going. William said that he wasn't going because Milan wasn't going. And I just figured, okay, well, the main people that, ain't that were basically the storylines throughout the whole damn season is just not going to show up. So what's the point of the other people showing up when they basically going to show up to fight? So it's like, what's the point of having a reunion? But then it's like, y'all all signed a contract. So it's like, somebody got to come, whether y'all want to or not.
I got to redo it. I don't think it has nothing to. Since a situation had occurred, a serious situation, then it's easy to be like, no, I'm not coming or whatever the case may be. But like I said, money talk, bullshit walk. But it's another thing, like, I'm not about to let no network or no Natalie or none of them trick me off the streets, period. You know what I'm saying? Shit went to the streets when he came back up to the house. So most times when shit go to the streets, that's where it gets kept in the streets or whatnot. And I done all that and I've been there before. This is like a elevation time. It's like, y'all want us to come to the reunion, but I'm not coming to I'm not playing. Like, I don't think y'all, you know what I'm saying? But they don't care. They just want their ratings. They don't care if somebody go to jail. Kyrion's in jail with a bond. Y'all got all this money, bond him out.
Ooh.
He brought y'all ratings up. He brought y'all ratings up with being Kirk Franklin's son. Bond him out of jail. Y'all got it. But no, he's still sitting there with a bond. So I know damn for sure y'all not gonna bond me out.
Okay. Period. You're
So do you have
absolutely
any
right.
smoke for somebody at the reunion, or you just are now knowing everything that you know? Are you gonna go in there with your own mindset and be like, all right, I'm not gonna do this unless I really have to, because I want this to make sense my way.
Well, y'all gonna have to tune into the reunion and see that.
Okay, period. Period. I mean, there's no, you can't predict what's going to happen at a reunion. Okay. It's unpredictable. You really can't, especially with the Bad Boys Club. I don't know. We seen Justice Cabaret. Okay. And they couldn't even get through it. Okay. They asked one question and one question. So, yeah, I don't know. So, as far as Anthony goes, what's going on with you and Anthony? Is there any attention there?
Like I said, none of them. I don't have a problem with none of them for real. Honestly, like I said, I'm cool and I'm a vibe. And once I sat in the house, once I was there for a little while, everybody started like, oh, he cool, because they probably was looking at me like, oh, he just came to fight for Milan. I didn't know all y'all didn't like Milan. I didn't know.
Well, they was acting like they did.
Huh?
They was acting like they did. I'm trying to figure out because everybody's acting weird now. I seen you, Milan and Mula post a picture the other day, and then I see Anthony throwing a party, and then you, Mula, and Milan is not there. It's like a clear division. Like, what is that about? Like, why wasn't y'all at the party?
It's definitely a clear division, of course. It's definitely a clear division. But like I said, I feel like it's still, in this type of thing, it's still like platform versus platform. So you got either the people that's gonna run up behind Jonathan, or you're gonna have people that's gonna run up behind Milan. Milan, my friend. I've been knowing him, for years or whatever the case may be. So that's just what that is or whatnot. Moolah was gonna cool. Him and Curtis was cool at first, but Curtis decided he wanted to be a puppet with that, or whatever the case may be. So I guess him and Moolah kind of fell out. When I got in the house, after maybe the second or third day, me and Moolah got cool because he started telling me, more stuff that was going on. So, and Moolah don't fuck with Gutter because she keeps trying to say he challenged his sexuality.
I seen the picture.
I don't think Darrell, they didn't care for him. They don't care for him because I guess the earlier episodes about they made him out to be like homophobic or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
absolutely,
they tell certain things are scripted. They set it up for a reaction. Like without that.
You was there in the house with Moolah. Did he seem homophobic to you? Was he chilling with you in the house?
Like, an honest opinion.
I mean, he couldn't be homophobic hanging around me because I'm just fun. I'm just a fun time. I'm a fun time. So it's no labels over here. So he couldn't be homophobic hanging around me. But as far as like intertwining with everybody else or whatnot, No, not at all. Not to me. I just think that he had to, in order to be cool with everybody and being on a show like that, he had to work overtime to make sure that they know not to try him or know where he stands and stuff like that. Because if it wasn't for cameras and stuff, he'll be cool. But I think it's a certain, when you don't know and you don't understand certain stuff, it's a certain type of caliber of people that you want to be around and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck want to hang around? Don't nobody want to hang around good. Like, don't nobody want, like, you know what I'm saying?
Gutter seems like fun though.
Huh?
Gutter seems like fun though. Like y'all all look like in your own way. Y'all can seem fun. Well, not all of y'all, but
for
I just
naked
think
mode, I mean, I don't, like I said, and it could be, I mean, I don't know, like I said, it was fake. He's fake. That's what I'm saying. You was acting real cool, this, then, the third, but the minute, guess what? Even if you did make the phone call, once you knew me and we got out the show and you cried that day at the thing, you was, consulting into me and Milan, whatever the case may be, you could have, when you got on the live with Jonathan, even though that's your peoples, and you was like, you should pick a hell, you did not have to say ring ring. You set it up to be like, to bring that back into the you know what I'm saying? Bring it back into the atmosphere.
absolutely. Just back to piggyback off of Mula one time. I don't think that any straight man would really apply to be on the show. Like, I
right,
feel like,
especially
go ahead.
especially like when it's mimic piggybacking off a Bad Girls Club and a bad girl from Bad Girls Club is EP of the show. And even though they did auditions, which we all know she just picked, she already knew who she was gonna pick. It was premeditated. It was just like, I don't know. I really feel like, and this is a thing from Moolah, if we ever talk to him, that everybody was told something through the cell phone, but when they got there, physically it was different. So it's like, all right, we just gonna have to just work with this shit. Because there was some people I can tell that this data's like, I really shouldn't have did this, but I signed a contract, I'm getting money, so might as well ride this bitch out to the end.
I feel like that might have been the because when I got there, when I got there and me and John did all that, everybody was like really ready to go. Like they was ready to go home. Like everybody was really ready to go. And I don't think it was advertised. Who knew that it was gonna be? Maybe the mimicking, like you said, the mimicking out the Bad Girls Club could be a factor, but I don't think it was said that this is a gay, a gay show or something.
I know.
Because when I was getting tagged in it, I got tagged in it multiple times. I just didn't. I wasn't going, trying to be on the show.
Shit, I did too. I ain't going on that show. I already know
Facts.
what it's about. I know who's in charge and I know what it's gonna be about. It doesn't matter gay or straight. I'm not, no. And I'm getting old. I'm 24. They should have did that when I was like 12. I would have gone when I was like 21. I would have gone when I was like 21, so I could have learned from my mistakes and move on and grow from that and go on other platforms. Because why wait all this time? But
Rio, the people want to know what happened to Dylan's shoes. Dylan making like you stole all his damn shoes.
I don't even know what those are, and I would never purchase those. So it would be no need. It would be no need for me to steal shoes. What happened was, in the midst of us fighting upstairs, and the security guards on top of me, you see it's like Jonathan. You see him like pull my leg, and my shoe had came off. So I couldn't find my shoe. When I got up, I couldn't find my shoe. I'm like, this is still one of my shoes or whatnot. So they had pushed me in another room. So when I was in the room, I just seen some gym shoes. I was like, okay, when I go downstairs, I know for a fact that we about to hit again. He gonna see me or I'm gonna see him. I know how this about to go. So whoever's shoes right there, I just laced them up. Mind you, I wear 8.5. The shoes was like a size 11. 10.
Absolutely.
10, 11. So
Yeah,
I laced them up, and then after we, I put them back down or whatever. But they're gonna try to pick whatever they could do.
Yeah. Absolutely. He ain't really had no storyline, and he put CISO, you know what I'm saying? They just made like, his shoes was missing. He walk around barefoot and shit.
And they're gonna try their best. They're gonna try their best to mimic me or make whatever they could do. You know what I'm saying? To try to like knock with all these fake ass comments and all this stuff like that. When in actuality, that wasn't the fight. Wasn't the mission. The mission was who. When you go back, who's wrong? Who's staying in the room?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It was who's staying in the room.
And
or
you
whatnot.
ended up
No,
staying in the room?
huh?
You ended up staying in the room?
For sure.
So you shared the room with Milan?
Yeah, even though he wasn't really there all the time, whatever the case. But yeah, basically.
He wasn't
Okay.
there all
Just
the
like how
time.
just how it was planned. Just how it was, mission accomplished.
Wait, he wasn't there all the time,
I mean, he might,
but
he a hoe. He was doing his.
He
I
live in
told him,
LA.
huh?
He said he live in LA.
No, he's staying in Atlanta.
Oh, he stay in
yeah, but
Atlanta
he live in
now?
Atlanta. He don't live in LA.
Yeah,
Oh. Oh, he did buy a house in Atlanta. A nice big old house. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I have a question though.
Go
How
ahead.
was how were you in production? Like just you in production, even though you just explained that, but how was production going forward? And without spilling anything, do you feel like, because when I watch the show, like 85% of everybody that do their green screens or end up in scenes, it sounds so damn rehearsed. Like even with Dylan's scenes, he just don't know what to do. He just doing whatever just to finish. He acts one way with Mulan cursing them, then he acts one way when he's with Gut and Darrell and them. And then, when the camera's on, like sometimes Mulan Curtis, it just seems like they're just saying the same thing over and over again. Like they don't know what they're saying, like Bad Boys and stuff. So do you feel like did you ever feel like you were fed scripts or you felt like it was rehearsed, or did they ever tell you to
Yeah, like they'll sit you certain places. You know what I'm saying? They might sit you in direct area, somebody you into it with, like sit you like to where y'all can, if you know what I'm saying, if something has to go. I remember when they it's a certain scene where they did script and they told me to say something that, now that I think about it, I really didn't want to say it, but I said I went ahead and say it. So in your green screens and stuff, they tell you, they'll say like, well, kind of say this and then say it like that. You know what I'm saying? She'll say it, but you can switch it up how you want to switch it up. But 9 times 10, if you don't got no personality or you don't really know what to say, you're just gonna go off what they tell you to say.
Mm-hmm.
that makes a lot of sense. That makes
So
a
who
lot
don't
of
have a
sense.
personality?
Dylan.
No,
Okay.
I feel like you, Darrell and Gutta and a couple other people have personalities, but as far as like not Darrell, what's his name, Dylan, and I feel like even William had a more bigger personality than him, but like as far as Dylan,
Oh, Groove.
I didn't get a chance to meet William.
Gunnar was saying something about your head your skull being cracked. Did your skull get cracked?
If my skull got cracked, the house would have been. It would.
Okay.
Yes. Then nothing get cracked or whatever the case may be. When we was outside, once he picked up once he got the chair or whatever, he swung it. He had to swing it. He had to swing it at least like 8 or 9 times. But I was blocking it until I couldn't block it no more because this was leaking, because this was cut, and then this was fucked up or whatnot. So I couldn't block it no more. And you're not about to fuck my face up, You're not about to fuck my face up. So I had no choice but to run. Like when I was running like this, run like that, because I was like, okay, let me tire this fat bitch out. Let me like run the circle. And if I'm not mistaken, Darrell was like beside me. He was like, just run the house. So that's when you see me like running into the house or whatnot. My skull wasn't cracked. He just, ripped my dreads out, Like I don't think my skull ever got cracked.
and this all happened with security.
Huh?
So do you miss the dreads?
I don't give a fuck about them dreads. I can do a haircut. I do, huh?
And this all happened. I'm sorry. And this all happened when security production was over. Y'all had a day off or something, because that's what it.
We had a day off. Chef D and them was in there cooking breakfast or whatnot, and we was just chilling and stuff. Yeah, I think that day was a day off, and then he decided to come back or whatnot and do whatever he had to do. Which I feel like that he was mad because he felt like I got in his way.
The people want to know, was that your real hair or was that just a weave or something?
It was a weave. It was her added in. Like I said, I did the red. Mind you, it's crazy because the summer coming up, I was gonna cut my hair. I be having bald hair sometimes. I be having a low haircut. I might grow my hair. It just depends on what I'm feeling like. So I had her added in. It was for a look. I did a video shoot and a photo shoot, and it was like everybody had red and stuff like that. So it was her added in, and he twisted them, really, really thin or whatnot. So if you're on the ground and the security guards is holding me, and I can't, like if we was up and he would have grabbed my hair, it would have been nothing for me to get him up off of me. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nothing for me just to, boom. But they on top of me, so all he got his hands and able to just and just keep pulling.
Why was they on top of you and they was just letting him walk around? Why was you on the ground for so long?
Okay, now I might not be mistaken because I didn't watch the episode. Did it seem like that to you, or
it seemed like they was holding you on the ground and he was just chilling?
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like. That's what I know. I wasn't, I'm not retarded. You know what I'm saying? It's not my first rodeo, so I felt like
that must have been when you blacked out.
They just knew that by that point, bitch, she's not getting no more camera time. Like, we about to keep this going. It done started. We're gonna keep going. It was never, hold on, they said when I blacked out. It was never decided I blacked out.
No, you said that you blacked out in the green screens. You said you blacked out during the green screens and started doing your shit. That's what you said. They must
meaning like flipped out.
No, your words was what you said was I blacked out and I started doing my shit. You said that's when I blacked out and started doing my shit.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like a blackout, like like a knockout blackout.
No, like not like blackout, like knockout, you like you lost it and went crazy or something.
Oh yeah. That's yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, just especially that's what it was. It was like the security guards and all them. It was like I was like, and so maybe that was my disappointment with Milan because I'm like, well, you brought me here on this whim, and you have a high power voice in the situation, so you can help orchestrate me to make sure I'm good or whatever. Like, can I get a tie around my head with the shirt? You know what I'm saying? What the case would be, because that was another issue I kept worrying about. We on camera, so I kept worrying about that. As you can see, I kept worrying about that. That's why he was able to sneak me into the
your likeness, your image.
Water. Huh?
Yeah, you were worried about your likeness and your image. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or whatnot. Like, I don't care to the fullest extent where I give a fuck. Like, you're gonna make me, you know what I'm saying? It's the third, but I'm still like, okay, we on TV or whatnot. And yeah, so that was another issue with me. So it wasn't to me being too fucked up about him jumping in on my fight. Cause I got people for that. I haven't gotten one of them type of situations in a long time. Like, I got people that'll do that. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just him jumping in the fight. It was more so just like, just being around the energy.
You didn't know your way around. You didn't know the producers. You didn't know, who you were supposed to speak to. Like, I'm
talking crazy to the head producer, Lemmy and them, or whatever the case may be, because everybody pissed me off. I probably, I don't want to be.
And you didn't even know that he was head producer.
Huh?
And you didn't even know his position, and you were just.
I didn't get a chance to get introduced to nobody, so that's how I knew it was some bullshit, it was some fuck shit, because it wasn't even professional.
So whose fault do you think that is? That you didn't get introduced to everybody? Like, no, this is a real question.
I would say,
like, a properly, like,
I'm not for sure because I was on a show and I seen how they did stuff. You know what I mean? So once Milan called me, after he called me and they filmed that or whatever, they called me on the phone. I talked to, I don't think it was Natalie or somebody. I talked to them.
That was Natalie's job. Natalie was supposed to make sure he was all.
That's what I was because but she was too busy walking Jonathan in. That was her. That was her. You know what I'm saying? Who she walked in. That's who she walked in or whatever. You feel me? And Milan walked me in, but again, Milan's not an EP. Natalie is. So it was even after we went and I ain't gonna give it away, but we went to the studio and whatnot, and the music was playing, and then when the music stopped, I heard Curtis say to Natalie, so what's up with him? Like, what and Natalie was like, I don't know what they gonna do with him. Like, I don't know what to, So it was always shade as if somebody didn't want, they didn't really want, me to be a part. But you can't help but I'm gun cool and stuff like that. So you can't help but to fuck with me because I'm cool as a fan.
That part.
But you feel like she was probably mad because Jonathan wasn't there no more, and y'all basically got what y'all wanted. So she probably was just like, fuck this shit.
She was over it. So at this point, like, who are you supposed to be? Like, why are you here? So, you know,
But
let's make you
she was posting you all damn year when she was like, we got replacements, Jonathan and Rio. Like she was hyping it up and all that. And I kind of know
hyping
how
it up,
Jonathan moves. I know,
hyping it up because, you know, from the looks at it, Jonathan won the situation. So of course you're gonna hype it up and get everybody follow me, da da da. You know what I'm saying? And then you think then when it happened, you're gonna be like, you know, it could be like a thing, but it's like ain't nobody really coming to my page giving a fuck about too much of that.
Did you see Jonathan and Milan's one-on-one where they stepped into the closet after the fight?
Jonathan and Moolah? Oh, who?
Jonathan and Milan.
Nope, I didn't see the I didn't
gotta
see that.
check it out, but you gotta check it out because he basically threw you under the bus and was like, "Oh, that's not what I wanted. That was ridiculous. I'm not here for that." And whoop, 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 whoop.
Right.
And I definitely need to watch that part. But you know, when people are so intimidated by somebody, you know, hold on, y'all, I'm looking for my charger because my phone is going down fast. When somebody is intimidated, or maybe, or whatever the case may be, they might, you know, they don't want no parts, because it would definitely have been a situation where if Milan had intervened or even had any type of dealings with the situation, that they would have been a setup for him and Jonathan to fight one-on-one sometime.
But that's what they wanted, though. They wanted Jonathan and Milan to fight.
That's what they wanted. That's what they did.
I mean, he was fighting everybody else. He whooped everybody else's ass. You big and bad. You just like, why did he did not need, he's bigger than you, Rio. Like, and he already whooped everyone else's ass. Like, did you really, like, I feel how, you know, Safion feels like it was all set up. It's a setup. It's a setup.
But it just looks,
even how Milan was standing there during the fight where your hair was being pulled out, that was crazy.
Like I said, that's not how I get down. And anybody else, no, we would have all been on the floor rolling like WWF. Like it would have been, you know, all us should have been on the floor rolling. But you know,
your people was downstairs enjoying the party. By the time you got downstairs, your brother seemed like he was on. Like he was like, "What's going on?"
Because then they tapped in. They tapped into what was like going on, and I still was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't tell them that I was coming here to do this. They thought I was coming to a party, but once he tapped in, it was, you know, time to roll.
Because I feel like watching it back, I feel like this all just screams set up. No matter who was wrong or right, it just seems like Natalie pumped up Milan head to do all that, and even though Milan is a grown man to take accountability, to be like, I'm not doing that. Then it seemed like she brought Jonathan in to set Milan up, and then it just seems like Milan brought you in to set you up, and then it just looks like they kind of wanted to set Jonathan up in a way, and then it just looks like you got set up, and then Jonathan just left, you know, and then it looks like Natalie set Milan and you up. It just seems like a whole bunch of setups and all this and that and the third. It just seems very, very, very and unprofessional, if you ask me.
It's so many different narratives, and everybody can make their own narrative and paint their own narrative. But as far as what they're gonna show, is gonna go by popular demand and however they want to play it out. I could say Milan set me up. I could say, which I wouldn't sit here and just say, oh, he set me up. Like he set me up to fulfill, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, when it's time to rock, it's time to rock. It's time to roll, it's time to roll.
I don't even think that Milan expected it. The way that he was looking in that moment was like, he was shocked himself that it was going down like that. Like, I don't think that he expected it as well. But even in that, like, if you're, like I said, you're my friend 5 years, even I just met you today. If y'all rock with you, I'll rock with you. Like, I'm not about to let nobody do nothing to you. And that's just on period. And then, like you said, like you didn't know the security and stuff. Like when you're down on the ground, he should have been there. Get off of him. That's my friend. Get your ass up. Like when
Jonathan was on the floor, Anthony, what he say? Y'all get off of him.
Exactly. Because they knew him.
Because a lot of the people, including myself, the viewers and everybody, even in the comments, is basically saying like, no matter how you try to spin it, he sets you up. Because even looking at it, it's just like camera, no camera, money, no money, contract or no contract. If it was my friend that I brought in and didn't even give you a proper rundown, and then you ended up in a situation like that, y'all didn't have to jump him, but he could at least just pulled him off of you, and he could have just separated y'all like, no, 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 it wasn't even supposed to go down like that. He did nothing. He just let you just y'all fight, and he's standing there smiling, and the whole time y'all having this whole fight, he's in the bushes hiding. Then the next day, he calling the police.
Um, I'm not. I'm not for sure he was. I think they just made the bushes scene up. That was like a whole nother time because they took his post down, but he called one of the editors today and posted a video of him talking to her on the phone and like, why the fuck would y'all make it seem like this, then a third, woo, woo, da, da, da. And she was like, well, she was like, I didn't do that, So they kind of
Who
created
said
that
that,
part. I don't
Natalie?
know, huh?
Who said that? That sounded like something Natalie would say. That's what she said.
No, it wasn't Natalie. He
Oh,
called one of the editors or something. I guess I'm not for sure who it was. One of the editors or whatever
he
had.
can get in contact with the editors, and he's a
I guess
cast
so.
member. So
I mean,
all y'all was able.
I can get in touch with, you know. But go ahead, go continue.
I'm
Huh?
just saying because all y'all got in contact, y'all could all get access to the editing people, the produce, like the basically everybody on Zeus, y'all can get in contact with easy like that. Everybody.
Not everybody, not
See,
everybody,
but that
but the reason I said some of them is cool. I don't know what to call her. I don't know if she's an editor or whoever he called. I'm not for sure, but I know I could probably get in touch with Milan maybe more so because he played a big part in the show. He helped orchestrate a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So um, I think he can or whatever, and I'm sure I can too. The type of content I brought, I'm sure I can get in touch with whoever I need to get in touch with as well.
he said that you just said that he called the editing people or something like that, but in his green screens at that moment when it showed him on the wall, he says in his green screens, I'm watching all of this go down and they fighting acting a fool, and I'm just sitting here watching all this from afar. That's what he said in the green screen. So
He said, no, he said, I'm sitting here watching my friend. And I think that was his green screen. Right. I think that was his green screen. Um, as far as like the closet scene go. But when he called whoever the lady was and put her on the phone and had the her on the page and stuff, she was like, well, I wasn't the one. I'm not out of town. I'm not the one doing the editing and stuff like that. But woo, 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 da, 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 da. And then they reported the post. So anything that anybody else is thinking done went all through, saying, my head. I was there. So, saying, incident or whatnot. The only thing that made it serious was the coming back up to the house thing. That's what boosted it. Jonathan got in contact with Shade Room or whatever, posted the video and was ready to post the video because he was mad because he didn't come to the premiere. Or he couldn't come or however that went.
well, Zeus said
Yes.
that they
Now he's
didn't. Zeus said that they told him that he couldn't come because of y'all beef and stuff. And Lamar Plumer saying that he didn't want to pay for all that, and then it gets shut down and all that, and whatever he said. And
Right.
Jonathan kind of looked like on the live like he was already booked and busy. So Jonathan looked like he really didn't care to be there. Like he was
Well,
like,
no,
I don't
he
have
did
to do
because
this.
he went on live and was like, why he went on live with Lemmy the same night we was all on live and was like, why I couldn't come to the premiere? Like I'm the most professional, like why, da 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 or whatnot. And he don't ever watch my stories or whatnot. Jonathan, in that particular time we was at the premiere, I was fresh or whatever, he was watching our stories. So he probably was irritated. You feel me? He was irritated.
absolutely. I would have been irritated too, if I couldn't go
Yeah.
to the premiere. So, y'all beef is that thick to where y'all can't be in the same room at the same time? Like you guys haven't moved on from that?
I mean, it's nothing to move on from or whatever the case may be. It's like, like I told y'all earlier, but at that moment, especially then, the premiere was like right after the film of the show, so maybe like 2 weeks later.
Okay.
Well, I like you and Jonathan both, and I kind of even speaking with you now, you even on the show, you seem like a cool person. I'm just like, I kind of like this dude. I just don't like the situations that him and this other person is involved. I kind of wish it was different to where y'all all could have been under the roof, and the drama's gonna happen, but I just kind of wish it didn't happen that way. Cause You and him seem really cool. Like, I like both of y'all. So it's just like it's just a shame that it happened like that. You
Is there
know?
a protective order or a restraining order?
I mean, I don't know, not as far as nobody. I don't deal with the police, so
Okay, on
on my
period.
end, it's like, I don't know about on anybody else end or what all is going on or whatnot. But I don't personally be dealing with them or whatnot. And I done ran across a few people because, like I said, before the show, I was already, people know me or know of me or whatnot. So multiple people that came up to me and said the same thing, like both of y'all cool, y'all should have just done a third or whatever. And I mean, like I said, prior to that, we didn't have no beef and we didn't have no issues at all. The only issue at hand was the coming up to the house thing.
So there was
Because if
no
you
one
wanted
else.
Milan, you could have made it. You could have made a way to, like, you know what I'm saying?
So
Absolutely.
there's no restraining order?
I mean, I don't know if anybody else got one. I don't have restraint. I don't deal with the police.
There was no other area that he could have slept in or anything, or
I think.
when
I mean, the whole mission was he was not. Why would I be sleeping in a small room and I got a big plat? Why would I
when
go sleep
Milan
in a small?
came home, you guys slept in the same bed?
Who?
You and Milan.
No, they had put another bed in there.
Oh, okay.
So why couldn't they just do that for Jonathan?
He didn't want to share.
Jonathan's intent.
Jonathan
Jonathan's.
wanted to share the first time. He was like, I'll share with you. You take this closet, I'll take this
Milan
closet.
didn't want to share.
Yeah, I think Milan didn't want to share, but I think even still, the whole point. I don't know for sure, but I'm just going the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got mutual acquaintances and stuff, and he was coming to take the room. He was like, oh, it ain't none of that bullshit going on. He spoke to Gutter, whoever else, and he was coming to, I'm from, he probably seen through whatever he seen through and was like, I'm getting that wrong. So that's why I
Absolutely.
said when we was in the closet and sitting on the thing, he was like, oh, this is my room, but I didn't let him finish the sentence.
No, you didn't. Do you looking back, do you wish that you would have let him finish the sentence or went about things differently?
I mean, I feel like it went down just exactly like I said. I went off the energy. So this is my room, and then you stand up, and I see you like kind of doing something with your jacket. So to me, is you about to pop him while he's still sitting down, or is you about to, whatever the case may be? You a big dude, you way bigger. No chances. I'm not giving no upper hands. I already did too much by taking, but like I said, it's entertainment. I did too much by taking off my jacket in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That was too much time for anybody to get prepared or whatnot. So it just went how it went. The only thing I say that I would regret is not getting a haircut.
Okay, I know that's right. So with that being said, what's next for Rio?
I got a lot of little things going on. Since then, I got connected with this production company and ambassador for them. But not only that, like they want to sign me to them. I'm actually here now. Or whatever.
Okay, I know
I'm
that's
just in
right.
See
I'm in
that?
like the
I
little
was
conference
wondering
room. I'm
about
about to go record in a few minutes, but I will have some music come this summer. And I don't play by my music. I'm a real artist or whatever. So I will have some music for the people.
Definitely come back here when you got the music and drop it with us.
Most definitely, most
Right.
definitely. A lot of little things. I can't let everything out the bag, but a lot of little things. And despite them surrounding it around the fight and this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be, it's up from here for me, regardless of what.
So have you collaborated with any A or B list artists in the past, or have you gotten in connects with any A list artists?
I opened up. I stopped doing music for like the last 5 years or whatnot. And then like a year ago, I was in jail for like 2 years or whatever, well, a year and a half or whatnot. But prior to that, I wrote for some artists before I opened up back in the day for like Chrisette Michelle. I think it was like Jagged Edge, 112.
Jagged
I done wrote for
Edge,
people. I done been in
112.
like, I done been in places that I need to be.
I know that's right.
Okay, I see that. I see that.
Somebody said ask him to sing.
Or at least sing a tune. If you don't want to, or you can at least sing a tune. I already know
Can
what you
we
sound like.
talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Yeah.
Okay, all of that talent. What the hell
Okay.
you out here fighting for? Out here boxing and
Exactly. Like
shit.
you
You
on the
need to be
wrong
on stage
show.
performance and shit.
You need to be
Okay.
on Love and Hip Hop. That's where you belong.
Okay, on period. It's on the way. It's on the way.
It's
The
on the
people
way.
want to know, is there OnlyFans?
No.
The ladies is horny in the comments, okay?
I don't no, I don't have one yet.
Oh, he said not yet. Okay, on period. Be on the lookout for that, okay?
Would
Yes,
you ever
coming
do Love and
soon.
Hip Hop, considering the fact that Milan was previously on Love and Hip Hop some years ago?
I definitely would. But I'm just not trying to. It's not just giving reality star, reality TV with me. You know what I mean? But would I have done that over the Bad West Coast Club? Definitely.
I think you should go for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I feel like you could showcase your talent, and you can actually like try to spin the narrative more. And especially when you doing music, that's a better platform for you to be on than Bad Boys Club. No disrespect to
Yeah, you
Natalie and
sound
them.
amazing. You sound amazing. You
Yeah,
definitely need
like
to get in
it
the
seems like
studio.
all
I'm
y'all.
so upset I was only able to find one song on the internet. I was like, what?
I
I
took
got to do my research. I researched my people before they come up here. So I was
I
like,
had to
oh,
I
shit.
took everything down, like all the old stuff. I took it all down
Oh,
Why?
okay.
because like
Don't mind me asking.
all of it's really old and outdated to me to where I am now. So now now's the time I'm gonna bring y'all something new. But if y'all
Absolutely.
just want to hear some of my anything old, I got you can go on my SoundCloud, type in my name Rio Scott, and go on my SoundCloud, and
Okay.
it's some music there. I will give y'all my top two, Sex in the Club and She Ride. But that's just so y'all can get an understanding, of my sound or whatnot. But like, it's better to come.
Someone said you low key look like Genuine. I was thinking that too the whole time I was watching you on the damn show. I'm like, he kind of reminds me of Genuine just a little bit.
He's giving me Jay Holiday vibes.
Him too, like mixing together, and like Jennings a little bit.
it's
Okay.
it's crazy because not vocally, but growing up, like Genuine was who I looked at like, okay, he be having the stage rocking, the girls be screaming, everybody be leaving. He had the little, the good hair, that was somebody who I definitely looked up to in the music industry. His beats, like that Timberland and Magoo and them used to make, like there was just he brought something different to R&B for me.
I
Ooh.
went to go see Genuine actually last year in the summertime, and let me tell you, he's also somebody I look up to, and Timbaland is one of my favorite producers of all time, with Dark Child and Pharrell Williams. But I went to go see him, and I actually met him. We took a picture and stuff. He seems really down to earth. I remember when I had told him I had one of his CDs. I got two of them. He was like, "Oh, thank you for the support," and I'm like, "That's strange hearing it from somebody like you," but
Mm-hmm.
But when he said, I'm like, you know what? These artists from the '90s are so more humble than these artists now today, and it's crazy. And I'm just looking like, but I seen him perform, and some people say he lost it.
Yeah, like because I feel like the sex appeal and all that was big part of his presence and stuff. But he done got older now, so because
Absolutely.
but I still
Would
fuck with
you?
Genuine. He definitely put an impact, and I think the artists in the '90s are more humble because they actually did the footwork and groundwork, and what I'm saying, they did a lot.
Yeah, then the music back then was way better than the shit now. I mean, except for like I listen to SZA, Summer Walker, they're good, they're great. But the music back then, 20 years ago, was definitely ain't nothing will ever stop outbeat that music from the late '80s going into like 2009. After
Mm-hmm.
that, that's when music died.
Mm-hmm.
So would you do
It's
any
definitely the '90s for me.
right? So would you do any collabs?
Um, I would, yeah, I would. Maybe just not at the moment because I'm trying to get my stuff up and going. But yeah, I definitely do collabs because collabs bring out all different types of stuff and bring out different types of opportunities, especially if you collab with the right people or and it's just fun to collab with people.
Okay, so are you trying to get signed by a label, or are you just fine as an independent artist?
I'm definitely fine as an independent artist. Because with the labels and stuff, it gets real, real tricky. You can miss one little part of something, and they got all your money and stuff. So definitely here for the independent artists.
And is Rio single?
Single and ready to mingle, baby.
Okay, on period. And we didn't get into it on the show, but are you part of the straight clique or the bi clique, the gay? Or what's going on? LGBT DL with a circle around it. What's going on?
I'm part of the No Labels clique.
Oh, DL. Okay, we love a good DL. Yes. Okay.
Definitely not that.
Okay.
Let's just say a fun time.
Oh, okay, on period. The ladies want to know. That's what they was asking for. They was like, "Do we have a chance?" That's what they was asking. So I guess that he said, if y'all want to have a fun time, okay, on period. DM him. Okay. Okay, he's single and ready to mingle. You got any more questions for Rio Sapion?
No.
I'm in the comments too. If you guys got any more questions, we can't keep Rio here all night. Y'all trying to keep him all night. I know he's cute or whatever, but damn. Okay,
yeah,
he got things to do.
Hit the studio.
His phone about to die and shit. Like y'all trying it. What about carry on? Did you?
What about carry on?
I'm trying to figure out what she's asking. That's not a full question.
Style.
Yeah, I'm lost. They said, can they see you without the hat? Okay. On
He got
period.
good hair, like.
Guys, I told y'all he look a lot better without them dreads, and that's just on Periana. Yeah. He look good with the dreads too, though. He sing. He don't rap. You rap too, or you just sing?
I mean, I'm an artist. I can do it all, but I sing.
Yeah, absolutely. They said, okay, Waves. I know that's right. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
He's a Pisces.
Oh, I'm a Pisces too. When's your birthday?
On the 26th. February 26th.
Mine is March 11th.
Okay. Pisces, gang.
Yup, we the same sign.
Okay. I got a Pisces tattoo right here. If you can see it.
Okay.
I don't know if you see it. It's right there now.
No, we're gonna have to check that out some other time. Oh, just joking. And so you're planning on going to the reunion if the money is right.
I mean, you gotta be right.
Okay,
like over 20K.
You gotta be right.
Absolutely. And
would you ever do I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Would you ever do an All-Stars if Zeus ever did an All-Stars and called you back, say, hey, we want to do an All-Stars with you and other people from the Zeus? Like an All-Star, like taking all the Zeus castmates from Jocelyn's Cabaret, or well, no, that wouldn't make no sense because all of them are girls.
But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like because they wouldn't put all y'all in the same house or something, because the majority of the Zeus cast is females. So, but would you have your own show with Zeus?
Oh no, I definitely would do that.
So if they did a music show, would you join? I would.
They definitely should do a music show. They need a lot more shows, okay, on period.
Yeah, they do.
The girls get a lot more from Netflix for the same price. I'm just saying, okay, and that's just on period. The 1 or 2 shows that they popping out every month, like I need a lot more. They need to come and book me. That's just joking. Well, if you don't have any more questions for him, Sapion, I think is there anything that you would like to get off your chest? Is there anything that we missed, Rio?
I pretty much think y'all asked everything. I just want people to know that I'm an entertainer, so I'm going to entertain. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny. I could be comical. I'm cool. I'm laid back, but I'm an entertainer, so I'm going to entertain. So just all that, wasn't just about me coming and we just fighting. In the midst of that, that's entertainment. Like it was entertaining, right? That was the most. They probably got the most ratings off that. That's what everybody was waiting on.
Absolutely, because them other fights was not it. I was like,
Right,
this
so-
shit fake as fuck. This shit fake as fuck. It wasn't until you
Especially
got
that
there,
fight
like
with-
honestly, like the fact that when you and Jonathan got there, like I've been rushing home on Sunday. Like this is me and my kids. We get together on Sunday. Like, oh, we watch the Bad Boys Club. Okay, on period. Let's get into it. And they stretched that fight out over 3 damn weeks. I'm like, oh my goodness, this the longest stretch ever.
The anticipation.
Yes, they kept on stretching it out. They show like little clips and be like, I was like, okay, last week we was like, okay, the fight for sure gonna be this week. It's for sure. And then they just played a little clip again. We was like, oh shit, this is fucked up. And then when it finally came out, I was like, girl, y'all did not disappoint. That's what I will say. Y'all definitely did not disappoint. I was like, if I was Rio, I would have been left. Okay, on period. You was out there partying and drinking and turned up.
I'm here now.
We see.
I'm here now.
And that's just on period. I'm putting your Instagram in the comments because the people want to follow. There's his Instagram, you guys, for the people who are looking for his Instagram. Definitely follow. They said, yeah, it absolutely was.
Is there
what
any
we were
ladies
waiting
on
for.
ZEUS? Is there any ladies, other cast members from Jocelyn's Cabaret or One More Chance that caught your eye that you have a fun time with?
I be watching it. I don't know everybody's name, but the little blonde with the blonde short, the little light skin one, the little light skin thick one with the blonde short cut. What's her name?
Who won?
Raven.
I like her.
Bots Biddies. Oh no.
Fuck.
I like her. But it ain't really no, on there. I mean, I like Raven.
They're evil bitches on there.
Did you guys run into each other? Like, did they come to your party?
No, they didn't. We hung out with the when we went to the clubs a couple of times. We hung out with the baddies, but we never ran into them.
Oh, the girls from the cabaret.
No, the
baddies. The baddies.
Season 2 with Natalie and what they're doing now with Jayla.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what's up. Well, thank you so much for coming out, Rio.
Thanks for having me.
I don't got nothing else for you. You answered all of my questions.
I appreciate talking to you. We'll definitely stay in contact. I follow you on Instagram. Thank you for taking the time out to speak with us.
Most definitely.
Well, we're looking forward to hear some new music from you.
Yes, sir. It's coming.
For Rio. But thank you so much for taking the time.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Make sure everybody in the comments follow me. Rio Scott.
Yes, and his link is in the comments. And definitely make sure that you come back when you got your new music or you got any other projects that's coming out and let us know. Okay, we'll definitely promote. And that's just on period.
All right.
All right. Until next time. See you soon. Yes, that was an amazing interview. Okay, wasn't that fun? Period. I was like, girl, we can't be here all night. Okay, on period. But he did give us a lot of tea. A lot of tea. People was like, oh, girl, he spoiling the rest of the episodes. They was like, he telling us everything.
Well, I think who we gonna get on here next?
Okay, on period. Who's next? Okay,
should we just go through all of them until we get to the other main two, or should we just get the main two? Jonathan and Milan.
Well, I sort of want to get Gutta up here and see what's really going on.
Yeah, I want to talk to Gutta, like Gutta and Darrell.
Because I want to see what motivated everyone to flip on Milan. Because when the season first started, they was all sort of kissing his ass. And then at some point, I think it was around the fashion show, the studio and the fashion show when Carry-On and Milan was getting into it, they all sort of just flipped on him.
But he's been doing that ever since, though. That's the thing. And they didn't really say anything. And Darrell's been saying on Twitter, like, oh, they cut it out, but I said a lot of things and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm pretty sure if you and him was to go at it again, they wouldn't cut it. But that's why I'd rather talk to him. Because I didn't even know that Milan packed his shit until Darrell and them said something on the Instagram. I don't be in the tea like that, but it be on my Explore page, and I just be nosy. So
it looked like all Milan shit got fucked up in that closet.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that.
No, it was like the 10th time I watched. I was like, well, shit, because you know that one episode when Jonathan first got there, episode 7, when Jonathan first got there, and he walked into the closet, all Milan's stuff was in there. And Milan was like, "Where's my stuff?" He said, "Oh, I moved it over there." During that fight, if you look at the closet, all that shit is everywhere. And he had like a laptop on there. I think the laptop was broken, everything. But yeah, this was an amazing interview. We got to get up out of here, okay? Shout out to everybody watching, okay? Shout out to you, Safion. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for assisting me with that interview. It's up and it's stuck, okay? We definitely got to get another one of the bad boys here to break things down even further, okay? So yeah. Until next time, everybody. Adios. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.